New tonight at 11, at least 2 high-profile Detroiters were on a so-called hit list of this alleged neo-Nazi from Bowling Green. That list came to light this week when that ex-con named Richard Schmidt was indicted on charges of owning enough weapons to start a war. When the FBI raided the home and business of alleged neo-Nazi Richard Schmidt in December, we knew he was trouble. Agents seized 18 firearms, including assault rifles, body armor, and 40,000 rounds of ammunition. But tonight we learned Schmidt also carried a grudge.
There was an alleged list, and my name appeared on that list in terms of possible targets.
Detroit NAACP President Wendell Anthony says FBI agents don't know exactly what Schmidt planned to do with that list, but it clearly wasn't good.
We get threats all the time in terms of the work that we do, NAACP, social justice, civil rights, and all of that. So it's not unusual, but this was different.
Different, Anthony says, because the FBI was dead serious, and Schmidt, with that arsenal, has a record of violent crime.
It doesn't intimidate me, and it doesn't particularly worry me. We have, in fact, the FBI was able to solve this very quickly.
Scott Kaufman, the executive director of the Jewish Federation of Metropolitan Detroit, is also on that hit list. He told me in a phone call tonight there are a lot of, quote, nut jobs out there.
We need to be smart. We have to realize in the world we live in, there are people who don't like us and then probably would just assume have us not exist. But, you know, you can't live your life dwelling on that either.
Kaufman has no idea who Schmidt is. And even though Wendell Anthony has met a lot of people, Richard Schmidt isn't one of them.
Don't know him, not really interested in knowing him with that kind of scenario. Don't know him, never heard of him. And so when this was brought to my attention, it was like, wow, what is this? You know, it's always different when it comes to you.
Schmidt, who was convicted of manslaughter in 1990, is being held on felony firearms charges and trafficking in counterfeit goods from his sports memorabilia store in Bowling Green.